Hi everyone, just thought I'd do a quick intro to this video. This is an exciting one. This was going to pick up my KLR650 2022 model. So it was a 1200k give or take round trip to my hometown in Mildura. Wife and kids, we all went along, spent a weekend with my family. Kids went motorbike riding. I did some tweaking, put some mods on the KLR, and then we just got back. So it was a nice, felt quick. A lot of stuff went on for the 3 days we were away, 3.5, 4 days. So yeah, hope you enjoy this video of picking up my KLR and putting the first few mods, and I'll chuck a little video of the kids riding down the river because I enjoyed that as well. So enjoy. Cheers. Morning everyone. Just out for a morning walk with my boy Angus. A bit excited today. We're heading to Mildura to finally pick up the KLR.
We are going in the car.
Okay, the journey started about an hour from our house at Calder Park. We've got the kids and the dog and all the bikes in the rear. So we're about to join in with all that traffic heading out of the city. So we're just at Morong, so we've got 380 k's left. We head to Mildura. So 1 hour to go, almost there. Alright, it's morning now. We finally arrived. So 6.5 hours, got in at midnight, got to bed about 1ish, and now we've been able to come out and actually see the bike. So it's sitting at my brother-in-law's house. He picked it all up, test drove it, did all that. So first time seeing it, which is great. So everything's there as intended, how it was, just the one bit of damage where it was dropped in the sand, he said. So I bought a new one of these, 240 Aussie dollars. So I put that on before I put the crash bars on. So it's dead stock. Nothing done to it at all yet. It's got an old KLR bag from the prior series generation, but it doesn't really fit that well, so that'll probably come off and just be a duffel bag along with those Rhino Walk Panniers. Stock exhaust on it. It's got that 18-inch Delkevic exhaust, which I might chuck on. It sticks out a fair way, but even just for sound and have it breathe a bit better, I'll probably chuck it on until I find something else. But that's it. Then this weekend we'll start putting some parts on. Alright, we're starting some shed stuff. So we've taken the old exhaust off. New one, this is the one that came with it, the Delkevic, 3 kilos. The other one feels like maybe double, maybe 6 or 7 kilos. So we'll chuck this on and see if we can get it to look half decent. It's going to stick out a fair way at the back, but at least it's going to sound okay and breathe a bit better. Alright, she's on. She's long. Longest part of the bike, but at least we'll be heard. So it's not too bad, so we'll see how she sounds now. Should be a lot better. Same words.
You can actually hear it.
Well, at least you can be heard in traffic too.
Hey.
Mod 1 success. That's good. Look for another one maybe that looks a bit better, but for free, why not?
Absolutely.
Right, now the exhaust's on, we'll add the panniers that come with the Adventure model. So I think they connect here, and one of these foot pegs. So this is that really good kit. You buy it through Kawasaki. Looks like you're getting the whole kit for 32 bucks. But if you add up all the parts, it's like 250 to 300, but you do get the entire kit for 32 Aussie dollars. So it's definitely worth grabbing. So we'll chuck that on and see how that looks, because that'll hold those Rhino Walk panniers, because they'll sit pretty much here and come across and come down to the foot peg really, so it'll hold them further out.
Oh, gross. That's deep.
So I think we'll unbox those panniers. So what do we got?
The worst thing is the smell doesn't go away straight away.
There we go. Beautiful. Looks good. So I originally got these for crash protections. This is my brother-in-law Josh, by the way, and all his toys in here. If you can hear him or see him. That'll be perfect. See, that's how they go. Have a look at that.
That's perfect.
So just for crash protection is why I got it. You drop it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you want some slightly stale fuel?
Some varnish fuel. Let's get out the smell of this. Alright, so we'll put those on. Now seeing them in person, they're way better than I thought. And they stand off a bit more. They make it look a little bit wider at the rear instead of looking so skinny at the back. And also it brings it off enough. You can probably get a tool, I don't know, we'll have a look. Might be able to fit a tool roll in the behind here Now I think we'll take the pegs off passengers because no one's going to hop on this bike. Alright, now we're up to foot pegs. So we've got the Pivot Mk4 pegs, so we're going to chuck them on here. Quite quick and easy. Just sort of recommended to do it because you've got rubber spacer here for comfort, but then when you add the rubber here, you end up being able to flex this heaps when you're standing up on the pegs. So this gets rid of that. We'll leave the rubber spacer in here. I'm an amateur, so I don't think I'll find any problems with how much the pegs move. Okay, so that's probably the quickest install you can do. It's literally 15 seconds. Pop your pin, have a rubber band holding the spring in the right way, you lock it in, it's in. And you have that, I don't know, at least 15 degrees each way. Okay, so that's the brake side, driver side, or right hand side. We'll do the other one. And they come with street covers to protect your street shoes, and they're just chuck a few zip ties, 3 or 4 zip ties on them, then take them off for the weekend or whenever you're going out with your adventure boots on. So it looks good, ties in a little bit with the shiny exhaust. Alright, we just did the risers for the visor by Onthebackwheel. So I've got the high tall ones, you get them on eBay from Curtis's Onthebackwheel website store on eBay. I went the tall ones for 6 foot high and higher, and then they're on the top setting on here as well, but then they're pitched as far back as you can. So whether that needs to come forward or not, but it's given it a nice rise, and it's still, it's going to throw it way up over your head. So it's looking good now. So far I've got the risers, the pivot pegs, the exhaust, and the pannier racks. And that's probably it for tonight. Come back tomorrow, and then we'll probably do the Protaper handlebars, the bark busters, and the shocks, I'd say, possibly. Final mod of the night, we just chucked on the $30 off eBay, and they happen to have KLR on it, which is always nice. Tank grips, so they come out quite good. Alright, back today. So today we're doing new bars. So I've already started ripping stuff apart, just taking off this bar end and trying to salvage this and take this off because we didn't buy any others, and from looking we should be able to get this off okay. Then we're going to chuck on the Protaper ATV High, so probably sit a little bit higher, maybe an inch higher. So we'll see how we go. Alright, we're all off other than the actual bar itself. So like a lot of people do here, it was easy. I just went under with a screwdriver and then just the air, and it pretty much blew straight off. So we'll pop her off and chuck the other one on. So that's just a difference with the Protapers. So you can see, a bit hard to hold, but they're pitched back slightly. It gives you a little bit more height than stock. Alright, all on and fitted. Came up well. I ended up knocking the tabs off these that locate them from spinning, just did a bit of tape, you see, which holds them nice. Unfortunately, but also fortunately, the bark busters I got a KLR22 specific, which gives them a better bend for missing the fairing, but in doing so, they come with mounting hardware to go into a threaded end on the stock bar. Protapers aren't a stock bar, so I just had to quickly hop online and buy the 14mm internal diameter end bolt stud set. So I can't put the bark busters on yet until that comes next week. But happy with the Protapers. So far I just put them on in line with the front four, which is sort of how they were, the old bars. We'll see how they go. That does roll them back that bit for standing, does roll them back a bit for clearance when I do put the bark busters on. So we'll see how we go. So that's it for today. Got to go home and take the kids for a ride on their bikes.